So Tim is on one end of town running the Volvo, and Blaine is on another end of town running the ASV. I want you to look at something here. Look at how much room he's got. He's got zero room between the fence. There's Todd. He loves being on camera, don't you, Todd?
Being on camera.
Here's a few simple rules we follow when we're grading. We always look for 1 inch of drop for every 8 feet of run away from a structure or hard surface. So you see that concrete slab? As he's moving away to his left and 8 feet, he should have 1 inch of drop from the elevation of that concrete slab. Right about there used to be a swimming pool, but we ended up removing it using this ASV 75. We couldn't get any other piece of equipment into the backyard on this job site, and I'm going to show you why in just a few moments. But now that we've got the demolition all done, it's time to move on to the grading portion of this. So this grading part, I think, is probably one of the most important things, because this is what we leave the customer with, and this is the way the yard will look for 10, 20, I don't know, maybe forever, I don't know. So when we're grading, we really concentrate on making sure that we get the water to pitch to the farthest back point of the property or to the sides, unless if we're pitching it to the sides, we're pitching it into somebody else's structure. Then we've got to look for somewhere else to pitch that water. But let's watch how this ASV does grading out this backyard. Now this is what's called the subgrade. This isn't the final layer of dirt. We still have black dirt that will come in and get spread on top of that. And we don't drive over that black dirt. We do drive over the subgrade because this is like the pool table surface that we've got to get every pitch, nuance, crack, and crevice exactly right. This part takes a long time. Once this is done, then we can just lay on some black dirt and be on down the road. Of course, planting seed sod helps too. You know, I'm going to be honest with you a moment here. It kind of bugs me when people tell me that a job can't be done unless they have a special tool or attachment. When I was growing up, we had next to nothing and just made do. And I guess that's what I'm used to, is just doing the best you can with what you have and not making excuses why you can't do something. Instead, you just do it. You figure it out and you do it. ASV, you've been running it in the dirt now. What's your experience with it so far?
Well, it works great. I mean, it kind of floats over the yard. I mean, it doesn't leave any imprints really. So
Yeah?
no, it doesn't tear it up at all. We've been running 4 days back and forth constantly and barely putting any ruts in the yard.
So when we demo a swimming pool, the way I look at it, when I calc it, because you had a swimming pool here, and when I calc how many trips back and forth, because that's part of my calculation,
Yeah.
I usually calculate anywhere from 150 to 250 trips past the foundation of a building. And the reason I do that is because the more trips, the more you're compacting the ground beneath it and the more potential damage that you can do to the foundation. Now this is probably one of the tightest sites we have.
Yeah.
And we actually went so far as to calculate how many pounds per square inch the ASV was putting on the ground before we started this job, Blaine. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, Tim told me about
Your,
what it was.
your foot is between 8 to 9 pounds per square inch. The ASV is between 2 and 3 pounds per square inch. So right now you're putting almost 3 times the pressure on the ground than the ASV is going past it over and over again.
Yeah, it pretty much floats over the yard.
I can't believe how well it's doing right where Todd is at. If you look right where Todd is, you still have green grass in between the tracks. Typically, even with a track skid loader,
Oh, it ruts up deep.
even with a track skid loader,
With the tighter tracks, it will a little bit, yeah.
yep, yeah. I mean, with tires, it's no comparison. With tires, this whole area would be shot. With tires, this job wouldn't be done. I'm gonna go on the fence saying it's not possible.
No, especially with this being so close together, the fence and the window well.
Right.
I mean, this would have been gone.
That window well would have been.
We're driving within a foot of that right now, and it hasn't moved.
Yeah, it's so we know that the track system is built to float, but what about the power and everything else? What are you finding that you like about it, and what don't you like about this piece of equipment? Because they're not paying me to make this video, so I don't care
overall,
what
I
we
like
say.
it a lot. It's big from what we're used to, but you get used to that in a hurry.
It's a big body machine. Tim does not like that. He wants the same horsepower, but in a smaller package. I mean, he said it in a
That would be
perfect
ideal
world.
for us, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little big for back here, but it works great. I mean, I don't have any really complaints about it.
How about the controls? Because it's electronic over hydraulic
Yeah,
controls.
there is a little delay, but not that bad.
Okay.
Not to where it's gonna mess you up, but no, it's a good machine. I like it. It's a very smooth riding machine with these tracks.
This is
Yeah,
freaking insane.
it's really nice.
Because those bogey wheels float up and down.
Yeah.
They act almost like individual shock absorbers. Because there's a different kind of track system that doesn't have those, and those bogey wheels, the ability for them to flex.
Yeah, even getting up on curbs.
Yep.
It's just, yeah.
Just smooth.
Yeah.
It is. Hey, can you hop the curb? Right here, the steepest part. So, bottom line, if you were going to spend 45, 50 G on a machine or more, what would you buy?
I like the hand controls now. You know, this is the first year that I ran them.
Okay.
Actually, the first couple times with these machines.
Yep.
Just because I'm tall and the foot pedals can get a little cramped. Where here it's just all hands.
Yeah.
So I like that. So I honestly, I'd probably go with this one.
You probably go with the ASV?
Yep.
But I want to show you guys exactly how close we're coming right here. You guys, if this was a wheeled skid loader, this job would not be possible, period, hands down, because of the proximity of the fence line and the foundation. That track skid loader is the only thing we can bring in here, and we have other track skid loaders, but what we're finding is this thing is just, for as far as the ability to float, it just beats them all so far. On that machine is so smooth, so fluid. It's just a well-built machine. It's just a well-built machine. And they are not paying me to make this video. They're not paying me to say this. When I find something I like, I let the world know about it. That is just smooth.
It's very smooth.
I mean, wow.
Yeah, that's it's very smooth. Even coming up that curb, those curbs are like a foot tall.
I know.
Really high curbs. Just climbs right up.
And
the other tracks you'd be going, whoa.
I know.
You'd be really tippy.
I know. That's why I had you do that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't imagining that it would be quite that smooth. I mean, it was just
up and over.
yeah.
And there wasn't even a full load on the bucket either.
Which helps
really
out.
Helps. Yeah.
Yep. Having a load on the bucket helps counterbalance the machine. Smoothens out your ride a little bit more. Okay, so you did this entire job with this machine.
Yeah.
I mean, because I can tell just by the tracks coming in and out, no other piece of equipment was brought in here.
No.
You didn't bring an excavator in.
No.
You didn't bring in a different skid loader. The complete demolition and removal of this swimming pool was just done with this. So you had to crawl into the bottom of the pool.
Yeah, Tim started it.
With this,
Yep.
Pull out them giant footings that are at the very bottom of the swimming pool that anchors it in place.
Plenty of power to do that.
Yeah, I'd say best bang for the buck. All right, you guys, well, we got this yard all graded out just before the rains came in, but I want to hear from you. What's your guys' favorite piece of equipment to run? Is it a lawnmower, a loader, an excavator, a pickup truck? Tell me in the comments down below. And as always, you guys, do me a favor and check out these other two videos I'm putting on the screen for you right now. God bless you guys, and go get them.